Year 5 and 6, Miss Stewart here. This is the second part of The Juniper Tree read aloud by the Brothers Grimm, pages 3 to 5. Okay, The Juniper Tree by the Brothers Grimm. Then the father came home and sat down at the table and said, "Where is my son?" And the mother served up a large dish of stew, and Marlene cried and couldn't stop. Then the father said again, "Where is my son?" "Oh," said the mother, "he has gone across the country to his mother's great uncle. He will stay there a while." "What is he doing there? He did not even say goodbye to me." "Oh, he wanted to go, and he asked me if he could stay 6 weeks. He will be taken care of there." "Oh," said the man, "I'm unhappy. It isn't right. He should have said goodbye to me." With that he began to eat, saying, "Marlene, why are you crying? Your brother will certainly come back." Then he said, "Wife, this food is delicious. Give me some more." And the more he ate, the more he wanted, and he said, "Give me some more. You two shall have none of it. It seems to me as if it were all mine." And he ate, throwing all the bones under the table until he had finished it all. Marlene went up to her chest of drawers, took out her best silk scarf from the bottom drawer, and gathered all the bones from beneath the table and tied them up in her silk scarf, then carried them outside the door, crying tears of blood. She laid them down beneath the juniper tree on the green grass, and after she had put them there, she suddenly felt better and did not cry any more. Then the juniper tree began to move. The branches moved apart, they moved together again, just as if someone were rejoicing and clapping his hands. At the same time, a mist seemed to rise from the tree, and in the centre of the mist it burned like a fire, and a beautiful bird flew out of the fire singing magnificently, and it flew high into the air. And when it was gone, the juniper tree was just as it had been before, and the cloth with bones was no longer there. Marlene, however, was as happy and content as if her brother were still alive, and she went merrily into the house, sat down at the table and ate. Then the bird flew away and lit on the goldsmith's house and began to sing, "My mother, she killed me, my father, he ate me, my sister Marlene gathered all my bones, tied them in a silken scarf, laid them beneath the juniper tree. Tweet, tweet, what a beautiful bird I am." The goldsmith was sitting in his workhouse, making a golden chain. Then he heard the bird sitting on the roof and singing. The song seemed so beautiful to him. He stood up, but as he crossed the threshold, he lost one of his slippers. However, he went right up to the middle of the street with only one slipper and one sock on. He had his leather apron on, and in one hand he had a gold chain, and in the other his tongs. The sun was shining brightly on the street. He walked onwards, then stood still and said, "Bird," he said, "how beautifully you can sing. Sing that piece again for me." "No," said the bird, "I do not sing twice for nothing. Give me the golden chain, and then I will sing it for you again." The goldsmith said, "Here's the golden chain for you. Now sing that song again for me." Then the bird came and took the golden chain in his right claw, and went and sat in front of the goldsmith and sang, "My mother, she killed me, my father, he ate me, my sister Marlene gathered my bones, tied them in a silken scarf, laid them beneath the juniper tree. Tweet, tweet, what a beautiful bird I am." Then the bird flew away to the shoemaker and lit on his roof and sang, "My mother, she killed me, my father, he ate me, my sister Marlene gathered all my bones, tied them in a silken scarf, laid them beneath the juniper tree. Tweet, tweet, what a beautiful bird I am." Hearing this, the shoemaker ran out of doors in his shirt sleeves and looked up at the roof, and had to hold his hand in front of his eyes to keep the sun from blinding him. "Bird," said he, "how beautifully you can sing." Then he called in at his door, "Wife, come outside, there is a bird here. Look at this bird, he certainly can sing." Then he called his daughter and her children and the journeyman and the apprentice and the maid, and they all came out into the street and looked at the bird and saw how beautiful he was, and what fine red and green feathers he had, and how his neck was like pure gold, and how his eyes shone like stars in his head. "Bird," said the shoemaker, "now sing that song again for me." "No," said the bird, "I do not sing twice for nothing. You must give me something." Wife, said the man, go into the shop. There is a pair of red shoes on the top shelf. Bring them down. Then the wife went along and brought the shoes. There, bird, said the man. Now sing that piece again for me. Then the bird came and took the shoes in his left claw and flew back to the house and sang. My mother, she killed me. My father, he ate me. My sister Marlene gathered all my bones, tied them in a silken scarf, laid them beneath the juniper tree. Tweet, tweet, what a beautiful bird I am. When he had finished his song, he flew away. In his right claw he had the chain, and in his left one the shoes. He flew far away to the mill, and the mill went clackety-clack, clackety-clack, clackety-clack. In the mill sat 20 millers' apprentices cutting a stone and chiselling, chip-chop, 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 and the mill went clackety-clack, clackety-clack, clackety-clack. Then the bird went and sat on the linden tree, which stood in front of the mill, and sang, My mother killed me. Then one of them stopped working. My father, he ate me. Then 2 more stopped working and listened. My sister Marlene. Then 4 more stopped, gathered all my bones, tied them in a silken scarf. Now only 8 only were chiselling, laid them beneath. Now only 5, the juniper tree. Now only 1, tweet, tweet, what a beautiful bird I am. Then the last one stopped also and heard the last words. Bird, said he, how beautifully you sing. Let me hear that too. Sing it once more for me. And that's where we're going to leave the second part of The Juniper Tree by the Brothers Grimm today, Year 5 and 6. Your task today is to turn this part of the story into a script. Look at the tutorial, look at the detailed checklist to help you. Send me your writing. Really looking forward to seeing it. Good luck. Speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.